because apparently we want to weaken Russia. This is the strategy. What strategy is that? That's basically a state of war. You're saying we want to weaken you. That's like trying to destroy you. We want to get rid of Putin. We want to replace your administration with our guy, like Yeltsin who used to be, and we want. I've heard talk about dividing Russia up into three zones or four zones. It's crazy talk and makes no sense because we can't do anything about it. And on top of it, we would be blown up to pieces if we did it, if we tried to do it. So if America thinks it can get away with poking Russia and not get hurt, they're dreaming. They're dreaming. And where does this come from? This comes from the neoconservative movement that started up here in America and has always been anti-Soviet, anti-Russian. And you know the people involved, they were the ones who got us into wars in Iraq and Libya, and they're the expansionists, the ones that want a strong America that's always challenging the Russians and the Chinese. This is what they want. But you can't challenge somebody who's got the goods. They have the goods, and we don't. We don't even have a military that is ready to go to war. But we're certainly ready to use the Ukrainian military as fodder, cannon fodder. We're fighting over a pride and we're fear of Russian, Chinese empire, BRICS taking over the economic world. Well, that's happening and it will happen, and nobody's going to stop it unless you go to war. And unfortunately, America should not go to war for trade ever, because economically we may end up as number two, we may end up as number three, we may end up dropping back, but then we're alive and we're part of the world. I don't see what's wrong with that. We don't have to be the bully. We don't have to be the dominant factor. We talk about a hegemonic world, a world where the United States is in control. That's not realistic anymore. The world is multipolar, and unfortunately, we haven't been able to accept that. I don't understand. I don't understand why we can't accept it. What's scary is that we don't seem to realize what a war is, you see. I've been to war. I know it would really be destructive to not only our economy, but our society, our civilization, even a limited war. And I don't think people understand it. I mean, they had 9/11, they had 2001, and they talk about it, but that's not the real war that we should worry about. But this is much more dangerous than the American people and the European people know, much more, because America is too prideful and too arrogant. So the moment we don't get our way in Ukraine, we're going to be very nasty. That's what very nasty.